Hey guys, Ed with Solomon's Landscape here. Here on a wet Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, it is officially afternoon now. Wet Tuesday afternoon here in the Upstate of South Carolina, and kind of got me thinking. Can't believe it's almost end of August. September's here. Hey! Which, well, it's a good thing because it means cooler temperatures. Not 98 degrees outside and 100% humidity. So, looking forward to that. Pumpkin spice everything. Ooh, I kind of love the pumpkin spice everything. So one of the reasons why I wanted to do this video real quick was the fact that it got me thinking that fall's here. And so what are some of the things that you should do to prepare your grass in your yard for fall time? And it depends really. Here in our region we have cool season and warm season grasses, so it's really going to depend on the type of grass that you have. So if you have a cool season grass like a fescue, then you would want to think about doing aeration and overseeding for the best possible turf grass stand, as that stuff does not regenerate, and usually once that one blade of grass dies out, then it doesn't get replaced at all, and so you typically have to replace it ideally each year. Aeration and overseeding usually starts, some people are starting right now, and then September, October. The earlier you can get it, though, the better. Especially in our region, we have a crap ton of trees, and so a lot of times, if you do have those fescue-type grasses, then you're going to have a lot of trees, and then which means a lot of leaves. And so, if you don't get it down soon enough, what tends to happen is the leaves get in the way, and if you don't remove the leaves, then potentially you will block out the sun for the grass to grow and germinate and do well. And then the other problem is if you do remove leaves, then you potentially risk pulling out and removing those young seedlings and saplings from the ground when you're trying to do leaf removal. Joys. The other side of things, warm season grasses. So that's cool season grasses in a nutshell. Aeration overseeding, get it done early if you can, and then potentially for a little bit later if you need to redo it as well. Warm season grasses, a little bit different story. It is the heat of the summer, end of the heat of the summer, almost the end of dog days of summer. And so you probably noticed that you've had to mow unless you're bagging, mow your grasses a little bit higher than you typically would. Springtime, usually you're mowing at 2.5 inches is what we typically do in our business. And then, this time of year, I think probably June and July, we started seeing where we had to increase that mowing height to like 3 to 3.5 inches because it was getting thick and looking really good and really green, and so it gets really thick, and so when that happens it tends to be a lot more difficult to cut, and one of the remedies to that is to raise the blades a little bit higher so you're not leaving a lot of dead grass clippings. Even if you are bagging, you might see some of that happening. So if you're already doing that, that's great. Just keep doing that at a higher cut height or deck height, and going into the fall and winter time, go ahead and have it a little bit higher. Cut it a little bit higher so when it goes into dormancy, what'll happen is that a little extra height of the blades of grass will then provide a little extra insulation. Not that we get really freezing cold temperatures, but we do get below freezing occasionally, and to prevent any frostbite, so to speak, for the Bermuda grass, warm season grasses, Bermuda zoysia grass, centipede grass, those kind of things. Leave it a little higher, add that insulation in there, and that'll help it through the winter time, because sometimes we do get weeks worth of below freezing temperatures, which potentially could damage the turf grass. And so just a little tip there for you, so you're not wondering why it's starting to have dead spots in the springtime. And so there's a couple tips, like I said, fescue, aeration, overseeding, best thing you can possibly do, other than fertilizing, weed control. That should be a given. Now, not always people do that, but this time of year, aeration, overseeding, making sure you're taking care of those weeds, and then of course the warm season grasses. Go ahead and do the mowing the grass a little higher than you normally would. I would not aerate and overseed on the warm season grasses. That should be done in the springtime on your Bermudas, zoysias, and things of that nature, because they're getting ready to go into dormancy. So save that for the springtime. Cool season grasses, fescues, go ahead and aerate and overseed this year. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.